Ladies and gentlemen, the 2.5 Amigos. God, these guys are loco. If you're looking for a responsible, mature podcast, this ain't it. If you're looking for a lot of drinking, random nonsense, stunts and shenanigans, and some of the hottest comedians in the world, you've hit the jackpot. It's the 2.5 Amigos with your hosts, Albert, Scott, and Mark.
This is ours, this is these guys.
Who?
Blazing the scene.
Oh, that's on there.
This is on there.
Welcome, everybody here. 2.5 Amigos with Blazing the Scene podcast.
Yo.
It does feel weird without headphones.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't hear anything. I mean, I hear you, I guess.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
normal
need
to
you
you.
guys just a little bit closer.
All right.
Well, you.
What microphone
The
are you
green
gonna
one's
use?
yours.
What?
What microphone are you
Yours.
going to use? How are we going to hear
Enough
you?
arguing.
What?
I'll move the mic.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Great
Yo,
start.
what's up, everybody? Blazing the Scene here with the 2.5 Amigos podcast, collaborating. This is our first time here. First time all together at a new location.
Yeah.
Casey Jones apparently blazing the scene, blazed up Scotty's scene last time, and his wife kicked us off the premises.
Yeah. That's why we had to move it to Phoenix.
We did everything outside.
We're not invited to Gilbert anymore. So.
We had to move it.
Their HOA.
We had to move it
Damn,
72
HOA
miles
is always
away.
in the way.
Is it really that far?
No, I don't know. It just seems that way.
Well, let's get into our normal spiel of things.
Yes? What is that?
Can I just
I
sit on
didn't
your
know we
lap?
had a normal spiel.
Yeah, no.
licking your lips.
The knee can't take that kind of pressure.
Well, you know what we could do, since we're like just doing whatever. There we go.
All
Now
right.
you can
Yeah.
Sound good?
talk.
Yeah.
Now you both have to lean in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
with a kiss.
Just pucker up when you lean in.
You gotta grow the beard back out, Josh.
I know. I
know.
every once in a while, this is a summer beard.
Yeah. Just
you got to take it low for a little bit.
Just the prickles.
Yeah. You got to let the face breathe for a moment. You know what I'm
get
talking
it.
about, Albert?
Well,
He lets everything breathe.
let's whore ourselves out just a little bit. 2.5 Amigos, we are brought to you by Blow Your Mind Sweets, one of the most delicious ice creams here in the valley.
Local. Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Cheesecake based. Make sure you guys go on their Facebook, check out Blow Your Mind Sweets. Also sponsored by Seat Giant. You guys looking to go to that big game?
You guys need tickets?
Yeah.
Tickets, comedy
Any-
shows,
Anything.
musicals, things on ice,
Yes. I wonder
orchestra
if,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you need tickets for.
Use
Giants.
Amigos PC as a promo code. No.
No, you will.
That's why we're not saying.
You guys are, no, we'll give you guys something.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. We are still Sans. we are Sans. Somebody put money in our pockets for doing this.
Well, one place we can promo is Casey
Oh,
Jones.
yeah. Go ahead. Speak on
Absolutely.
Casey Jones.
Thank you to Dave and Jackie for letting us do the collaboration podcast here at Casey Jones, located at 2848 East Bell Road, Phoenix, Arizona, 85032. Casey Jones is known as a Packers bar. This is home of the Packers fans here in Arizona.
See
Yeah,
behind
as
you.
you can see behind us, we got Clay
Clay
Matthews.
Randall Cobb, which is he still
And
playing?
I also host a monthly show here at KC Jones. It is the third Thursday of every month, and this month it is June 20th, and this lineup will be all-female lineup.
wow.
And it's most of the Bro Show cast, and the Bro Show is ran by Dana Wizen and Courtney Wallstrom, and they have they're doing the Bros Show. I believe it's June 11th at Stand Up Live. So yeah, this is just a little extra push right before that show.
Well,
so
actually,
it'll be a great show, excellent lineup.
Dana Wizen is saying, "Fuck yeah, dudes, what's up? Yell hi."
You know Dana.
Maybe not. Some not. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You can do the math. You
Do the math.
You know who the narcs at the table are.
It's the white guys.
If you're playing Blazing the Scenes bingo at home,
You know who it is. I've called in 3 complaints. The smells are different.
Since you brought up Blazing the Scenes, why don't we go into Blazing the Scenes news? You're on one of your guys' segments.
House Blazing News. Let's. You know what? I was shocked recently in the news. There was a protest barbecue on the White House lawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, were they against barbecues, or what were they against? I'm just curious.
No, it was a protest.
So they had barbecue.
Yeah.
So they had a barbecue and they were against.
Yeah, a man lit himself on fire.
Nice.
He was protesting life.
Yeah.
Life in
Was he
general.
like a security guard, or he was just some random?
No,
like just
no,
got
good.
through the fences.
He was
and
just a Burning Man.
Maybe he
no.
was
Burning Man.
Human
Arnav
Torch.
Gupta.
Human
I'm
Torch.
saying he wasn't.
You got the article there.
Yeah,
he did.
His name is Arnav Gupta. They don't. It doesn't
sorry?
say. 33 years old.
33.
Gupta.
Yeah.
About as old as
What,
Human
what
Torch.
ethnicity is that?
That's Gupta. That's got to be. I'm gonna jump the gun here and think it's not.
Like that as a picture. of the
Yeah,
guy.
he's got a. Yeah, it's Indian
Oh.
Yep.
based, possibly.
They found.
I don't know. It's just you throw that to kind of give the blanket on what's going on there.
Well,
but-
I would have just identified him as a full-grown man, but you can say whatever you want, Scotty. If
Yeah.
you want to single him
Yeah,
out that
as-
way,
I'm
as an Indian base.
I wouldn't have even identified his gender. Bro.
it's not his gender. I didn't say male.
Yeah.
You've
Are you
been
saying?
saying-
I said his.
Are you
saying
saying
a lot.
Scott? Are you saying that a female can't
Yeah.
set herself on fire? Is that what you're
I'm
telling
gonna
us?
say anybody can do anything because that's what I learned from NBC. As the more you know, is that
The more
anything
you know.
can do and you put your mind to, you can make it happen.
Like setting yourself on fire.
If you want to do that, go ahead.
That was a nice NBC plug.
Yes, you like that?
Yeah.
I worked there for 3 years. And,
The more you know.
hire
The more
me
you
back.
know.
yeah, they'll be back.
I just resent
back,
them my
guys.
resume for
Yeah.
the third time.
Yeah.
The more you
I told
know.
them
30
this
Rock.
time
Here
I
we
won't
come.
eat other people's
Yeah,
lunches out of the
no
lunchroom.
more. That was one time. One time.
If it
Pamela,
doesn't have my name in the
Pamela,
fridge,
let me come back.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
I don't care how good
Yeah.
tapioca pudding is.
Half open or not, I'll eat it.
Did it say why he did it?
No, it didn't
No.
say.
I
It
think you're
said
just
he
mad.
left no note or anything.
But
Well, because
he-
it burned up. There was one.
yeah, it was
Right?
it's in his breast pocket.
I didn't plan this out. As you're covered in gasoline, I didn't plan this out.
He tried
no.
to,
Oh,
he
no.
tried- yeah,
Like
he
this.
tried to take it
That
out,
was
but
a-
his fingers were already covered.
That was
in
that was
fire, yeah.
that was his last effort of no. Put it out. Put it out.
They said that he never expressed any extreme political views or anything. They said he was like a nice guy.
And he
Yeah.
died? Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Oh wow,
That's sad.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
So
Moment of silence.
Moment
Yeah.
of silence for Gupta. Good try, buddy.
You almost did whatever you were trying to do.
You moved whatever.
I'll give him a B for effort.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good effort. I mean that's like
dang, yeah.
So did it have anything to do with barbecue or not?
No,
literally. I mean,
that was just my
somebody
take on
was
it.
something
I
was
know. I didn't mean to get you hungry.
something was
Starving
cooking.
now, dude. I'm starving
Yeah.
now.
Marcus, did somebody say barbecue?
Yeah. Mark's hungry.
Where's that damn menu?
Hey, does anybody say barbecue?
All right,
right,
and yeah, so let's. Would you guys? We all Game of Thrones fans here?
Yeah,
Game of
yeah.
Thrones.
I
Are we
think so. Are
getting
you
into
guys?
some
Let me ask you this: Are
We
you guys
are.
Game of Thrones?
Spoilers, bro. It is
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
2
Yeah.
weeks. You
Yeah.
have
Some
to have
people are
seen
slow.
it.
Yeah, you've had your chance for
A
spoilers.
lot of we determined that earlier. A lot of people
I
are.
think
so-
everybody's distaste that night of the airing definitely too late for spoilers. But what
Yeah.
do you guys think? Anybody
Okay.
happy? Anybody?
I'm
Upset?
honestly, I wasn't upset with the ending.
Ah, one of those
Oh,
guys.
he was the part
I'm
of
one
the
of
thing we
the
were talking
50
about
plus.
earlier.
I'm one of the 50 plus
you
percent.
liked it.
He's like, you know
Yeah,
what? The
well,
ending to
it's
Lost
not, I'm
was
not
really
saying
good.
that I liked it, but I wasn't disappointed. I mean,
Really?
yeah. Well, see, I guess everybody had their own story or of what was gonna happen, and because that didn't happen, they're disappointed.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's a million ways they could have gone,
true.
and everybody has their own.
Yeah.
But because
That is
they didn't
true.
go that
That is
way,
true.
you're disappointed.
Well, I've said this before. I'm okay with how it ended with Danny dying. Like, I'm okay with that. I just don't like how they did it.
What do you mean? Well, explain
well,
that.
how everything like jumped the scene. Like my thing is, yeah, she should have died. But when it jumped from the time, and then all of a sudden that everyone was in like the jail cell with Jon Snow, and then Tyrion was in the jail cell, and then he came out. It was like it kind of jumped.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
they had to speed everything up.
Yeah,
We've known it's been going that way.
Yeah, like months.
And
or
then,
whatever.
for me, I didn't like how everything Jon Snow, like it just went full circle. Like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go to the wall. Like he's back to the
And that's where he
wall or
started.
going past.
No. Yeah,
he's going to the
on
north.
other
He's going to the
side,
north. Yeah,
He's
going
back for
further.
freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only place
Which-
he can be whatever he wants
And
to
he,
be.
I mean,
you're right.
he
He
did
said he
liberate.
couldn't do
He
anything.
did
Yeah.
liberate all those
Say.
people. So
Yeah.
He said if they kill him, people are gonna be mad. If they let him live, people are gonna be mad. So it's like,
He's still the king of the north.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically, he is.
Yeah.
He's king of the far, far north.
Free people.
Yeah, the free people.
I feel like no matter what, everybody would have been disappointed.
Yeah,
because it was
that's
such
what-
a good
it's such a-
series
Yeah.
that it ended.
Nah.
Everybody was
Like,
disappointed. Absolutely, yeah.
You think?
Jon
But-
Snow should have got a castle.
what's
Should've
that?
got a
Who?
Jon Snow should have got a castle.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
but
I agree.
That's the
too.
whole point.
I
Though.
kinda
They
should've
got
built
to
him
keep
up-
a dragon.
They built him
That's
up
Yeah.
as the character you want to see triumph so bad. So
'Cause
that
he-
way they could take you on that emotional roller
He-
coaster.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
literally
Drop
died.
you when they
He
already
literally
knew he wasn't going to be the king.
At the
He
end.
literally
Yeah, they
died.
already knew.
He died for their
Bran?
sins.
And the thing is that
He literally
but
died
it's-
for their
yeah.
sins.
Bran.
Jon Snow is Jesus.
Yeah,
is what you
he,
just
yeah.
said.
He
You just said
died
Jon
for their
Snow is Jesus.
sins and then came back.
It was,
And he liberated them.
Exactly. It was a trade-off. It was Daenerys didn't get to be
So they
queen,
just
but
send
he
him out.
also didn't get to be king. But he protected everybody. From
Yes,
that.
and that was his thing. It was he didn't care about being king. He was just about
No, they
protecting the
should've
people.
forced it.
yeah, and he showed that all the way through.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was
about
At,
the
all the way to the
people.
end. All the way to the end.
Nah, they should
Yeah.
have forced him.
See?
They should have
See?
forced him to be king.
That's why I say it's like, okay, yeah, it is.
I mean, he was the guy. I mean, he did everything for them, so why not?
Yeah,
Obviously-
I get
the
that
ultimate
too.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. He did the ultimate sacrifice, so that's my thought.
But yet, Wheels,
Yeah, we got the time. The
Wheels is the king.
guy that can tell the future.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, okay, let's talk about
Quantum
that.
Albert.
Let's
Here
fucking
it
talk
comes.
about that.
That's
He didn't
what I was like, I
he
wanna
didn't
be
do
king.
shit.
I'm
Bro,
gonna
but
line this
they-
shit
it was
up.
He
rash.
didn't do shit this season.
But he did.
Did he?
Oh,
I mean, obviously
yeah.
he showed up because he knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
He saw it all.
He's like,
He
yeah,
already knew-
but when he
already
was
knew
by
it
the
was
tree-
gonna
He
happen.
was gonna get
like,
the.
you
I know.
get to be
Yeah.
king.
Yeah.
I made the trip.
But
yeah,
you know,
you
what
fucking
if
made
he
the
was
trip.
like, you know what, I'm not going to go out there, and he changes the whole story timeline because he's not there. Boom. Show over episode 5.
That's true. That's
It
true.
would have been a better ending.
It would have.
See, I don't
Yeah.
see that.
I think they needed at least like an extra season.
I would have.
I thought that
I don't think
I-
they could keep up with that budget, though.
I would have thought
Nah,
I would have
they
felt
could've.
good
No.
if they had at least 8 episodes instead of 6.
You know, they still got
Yeah.
some Sopranos.
A little bit
running
more.
around.
I think if they had 2 full seasons, last season, this season, they could have probably tied it up like literally like 10 episodes, like they've been doing or whatever it's been.
Yeah,
But
before.
they ran out of books on episode.
I
after
know, but they
season
could
Yeah,
have.
yeah, you're right.
So like,
So the lazy writing is that what you mean? Is that what you're?
It's not
stopping?
lazy. It's different.
So the writers actually had to
It's
write
different.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we can't take
Like,
this.
crap,
or
It's
we got
this,
different, though. It is
or
all
this.
these
different. Like,
It is.
Before
Well,
they
and
were
that's-
heavily influenced by one way, and then that got pulled away,
Yeah.
and they had to collectively come up
Which-
with the path they thought would work the best.
Which is why they, that's why the writers and the producers got so much heat
Mm-hmm.
because that was basically what they took, and then who knows what J.J.R. Martin is going to do now.
So
now he
imagine-
can make it
imagine how many
totally
fans-
fucking different.
Imagine how many fans that were like, there could be
It
potentially
could
be
different.
a bug.
Like nobody
when
likes it,
comes
right?
out, yeah.
And then now it could be like,
What if?
oh, now Jon
So,
Snow
What
wins.
if that's
Like,
just the whole plot? Like,
is it a
let's have
conspiracy?
a crappy,
Let's-
let's have the season
Okay.
end
Oh,
and see what
like-
everybody's bothered by, and then I'll write
Write
a
it
book that's
differently.
better
Yes.
than
Then,
the ending of that, and then
Okay,
I'll have a
well.
bunch of sales.
There you go.
Why
Boom.
not?
Now there was supposed to be like a prequel, and I guess
I'm not on board with prequels.
they got rid of that.
Yeah, I get tired.
They got rid of that though.
Yeah.
They canceled it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they canceled it. Yeah, they
How
did.
recent was that? Pretty recent.
Yeah, I mentioned it about 2-3 weeks ago.
Prequels usually bomb.
Yeah, so
Like,
I probably
because they change it up so much. It's a new director because
Yeah.
he's worn out on the show, so it's
on a-
all
on
different.
new yeah.
Yeah.
When they gonna make a movie, Mark?
That was in the works, yeah. But there hasn't been anything said since the
Then-
show ended. So
One
no one
episode
knows.
is the length of a movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
last
yeah.
season, yeah.
Yeah,
everything,
right.
everything was movie,
Yeah, you're right.
like movie based. like time wise, like hour over, like over an hour, right?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, most of them were.
My whole gripe about it is that they built Dany up to be like this savior of a queen, you know, like she was for the people, of the people.
But she became mad at the end.
Yeah, she fucking went and did dad all
Yeah.
over. So it's like,
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
You saw it coming?
Bro,
She
it's a
went-
life's
she went
lesson.
dick crazy.
Power is a bitch.
No, she went dick crazy.
Power can like.
Yeah.
She went dick
it could-
crazy.
Yeah,
She went mad.
She was for the people, and then that
John,
power
stop giving
just
it to
goes
her.
to your
Yes,
head.
and that's what I was saying too.
uncle,
And like
yeah,
she's
her
not gonna.
nephew.
Cousin
She
or whatever
went-
the fuck it
And
is.
anger,
Her nephew
hate and
boyfriend
anger.
started
Yeah.
giving it
Anger
to her.
eventually
And
took
I-
over.
I was
her-
saying that thing too. She's not gonna give John the power
Yeah.
after going through what she went through, and then having to
think-
just give it up like that. It's like hell no, she's not gonna give it
I
up,
think
right?
we can all agree she had to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
There's no way
Yeah.
she
I think Tyrion
I
should have
think
been killed.
her death was good. I think her death was good.
If you think about
Yeah.
it, though, he
I like
kind
your
of
dad.
is.
What's that?
The hand
Yeah.
of the king is the
Being
one
killed.
that does his bidding. You
No.
know?
Yeah.
Tyrion what?
Let's face
Tyrion's
it,
the hand of the
Bran.
king. I think he basically won the throne.
Oh
The
yeah.
hand of the king is the one that does the bidding. So-
Another
Yeah.
question. There are a lot of stairs in King's Landing. How
Yeah,
is Bran
right.
getting
A lot of
up and
ramps.
down all
A lot
those
of
stairs?
ramps put in.
Bro, he'll send the ravens up.
Way before handicap.
You just put my chair up there, and then I'll just like teleport up there.
Imagine how
Turn to the
upset you are
raven.
when you leave your keys upstairs, like, or your wallet. He sends the birds, bro. The birds, the crows, the ravens go, grab
That's
his
perfect.
wallet, and bring it right back.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. That is.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's just gonna have an Iron Throne with wheels on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, they got a whole bunch
They
of
got
mail
rid-
to make out of it now.
Yeah, because they got
since
rid
Yeah,
of
the
it.
Iron
Dragon
Throne's
burned it
gone.
off.
the dragon has political views and burned it down. That's obviously what happened there.
Oh, that was good.
Our victorious waitress staff making an appearance.
In and
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
In
yeah,
and
she
out.
was there.
Hell yeah.
You didn't even realize that?
No, I saw her come,
Oh,
but yeah, I didn't realize she was on film there. Yeah,
I was pissed how quickly everyone was over Dany's death at that last
you
episode.
thought people were going to be more mad?
No, I was like, even Grey Worm. Grey Worm didn't even put up a fight.
That's true. Like,
He's like, oh, I fought for her this whole time, and then he killed her.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
just gonna be a little upset at court.
Didn't you just get, like,
Get
killed
up.
by the mountain, like, right away? Or-
no,
Grey
no, the
Worm.
Yeah. Oh,
Grey Worm was the one that was mad
Yeah.
because he was still alive, and then he took all,
You would've thought
all
he
the
would've, like,
Unsullied.
gone out.
But
Fight.
then he
They
was
went
like,
away.
then he was
Get a whole
like,
bunch of
oh
land
well, you're
on
gonna
it.
give me
Yeah.
an island, so
He's
I
like,
guess
I
I'm just
guess
gonna
an
go.
island.
Yeah.
No, they
Give
went,
or take,
no,
give
they
or
went-
take.
They went to liberate, like, the next
Another-
island on
another
her
country?
agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they continued her.
Reign of
Yeah,
whatever.
so there's something there eventually. Like, okay, we got to go and still stop what's left of her army
Yeah,
because they could still keep recruiting,
yeah,
and the dragon is out there somewhere.
that's true. Well,
John-
Bran's looking.
Yeah,
That's what he said. He's like this. The crow's up there fucking looking. Can't find it.
It's take a long
Yeah,
time for one
I'm in
crow.
a crow.
Bro,
He's
He's
like,
looking-
he's
the
like
entire
a dragon,
planet.
though, dude.
He's looking
I know.
like this.
I know.
He's
I
close
know.
enough.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. You have headphones. You can't hear that? These guys hear that. What? Turn your shit up.
I thought he was messing around.
Yeah, like, what's going on? Is there a
he was
delay?
that far behind.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
a
like,
delay.
Yeah, you got a
don't
delay
know.
in those headphones?
Yeah, it's the wires.
Is
I
it
can't hear
the
anything.
wires?
Yeah,
Really?
No, I can hear everything.
Fine.
Somebody should take my responsibilities
Yeah, no,
away.
take it away.
I need an adult.
Yes.
I need
Need
an
an
adult.
Got touched in the bathroom.
Oh.
Sorry, Nick. Did I do that too far?
Leave it. We need
that's what
we
you
need a referee whistle just
Yeah,
for
dude,
Scott.
just for that.
Too far. Too far.
Who took the ball out? There's no ball in there. It's just fucking air.
Best I got right now is just.
Yeah.
You just
Too
say
far,
something like,
too far.
"I'm just ready to pull it."
So, moving on to our next little topic. Yeah. So we went. Both of us actually were on the road this last week.
Yeah.
The reason the Amigos have not been out and about on any social media and or just had episodes period for the last week is me and Albert went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Boys trip.
Yeah, boys. Yeah,
it wasn't a
Sounds
boys
like
trip,
lots of
but-
buffets and slots.
There were slots everywhere.
Yes. Three
I did have
roses.
one story while I was in Vegas that
You
happened.
wanted to tell me about that.
So I wanted to bring it up to you guys. So I had left my room one of the nights to head down to the casino.
You
And
guys
just
sharing
hang
your room?
Is it
No,
the
not a room, but just a bed.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
was it that
let
first
me-
night or what?
Can
No,
I
it
get a
wasn't the-
full?
yeah.
I just want a full mattress for me and Albeezy. Yeah. We probably won't even be in the room at the same time.
No judgments.
We did plan to try to record while we were there,
Yeah,
but that
we-
totally didn't happen at
Yeah.
all. We got
I
too
figured it
drunk or whatever.
So I had a weekend.
So, what was the story?
So I had left my room to head down to the casino, actually to go meet you,
Okay.
and my wife sees this shiny thing on the floor in front of one of the rooms. And I'm
In
like,
front of one of the rooms.
yeah.
Okay, as you guys
So
walking out.
we're walking up, and she's like, "What is that?" And I'm all like, "Oh, maybe it's like a pen or something or whatever." Maybe, yeah. So I go
Yeah,
to
it was
pick
about-
it up.
it was about
I
this
go to
big.
pick it up, and it's this. It's about this size, okay. And then it has a little rubber top on it. I hit the rubber top, and it starts vibrating.
So,
yes.
so,
Hallway?
hey,
It was a little,
so,
tickler.
Vegas.
Oh,
so
someone
Mark
dropped
starts.
it.
So
Fell
Mark
out of
starts writing
someone's
notes. He starts writing notes with it.
Is it? It's that kind of pen?
Yeah, it was that kind of pen.
Nice.
Is that what was on your keychain earlier?
How hard was it to draw when it was vibrating?
So guys, I found this tongue massager on the
Yeah.
ground.
Can you write your words good
He's
enough?
like rubbing his neck like, oh man, this thing's amazing. I found it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
You guys gotta get
The
one.
look on
He's
our
like this,
faces, though, was
He's like this.
hilarious because as soon as we start, I'm still hitting it and it's like vibrating even more and more. I'm like, holy shit, you know what this is? And I fucking like threw it
Yeah,
down
of
the
course.
hallway. We like ran to the elevator. It was hilarious because we were drunk and like, you know, giggling like
I hope you
schoolgirls.
wash your hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have said
Straight
you
to the
ran
back.
to
In
the
his
room
mouth.
and washed your
I
hands.
just picture like
We went to
Mark
the elevator.
just throws in, he's like,
Home Alone.
yeah, he's home alone.
Home Alone. It.
Mark's like, so we went
What
straight.
was
What
that?
was that?
So while we
So we
were in
went straight to
Vegas,
the
I got
buffet.
chlamydia.
Typical Vegas run.
That's a good sound clip for you guys.
So we
right
went
there.
straight to the
I heard they
buffet.
give it away at the tourist information shops. Welcome to Vegas. It's in the pamphlet.
Did you have any good stories from Vegas, Albert?
No, just
No,
realized.
not like
I just
that.
realized how old I am.
Because you couldn't keep up.
By 10 o'clock, I was like, I'm heading to the hotel and watch TV, dude.
Surely.
But then again, we'd start drinking around 9, 10 in the morning
Oh.
too. Yeah, and go gamble, and then all day, and then at the end of the night, we were like, okay, let's go out. I was like,
I
oh,
like
fuck,
it. Taking
I'm
the
done.
day approach to Vegas.
Yeah.
So everyone knows all the cool shit happens. during the day.
Yeah, right. In the daytime.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you got 10 hours of sleep. Though. That's good.
He took plenty of naps.
You guys got to go outside and watch
I
the
think
street sweepers
mid-afternoon
drive around.
nap.
Yeah, you look like you just woke up, from a nap to eat and go back to bed. Like, sorry guys, it's Vegas, huh?
So you guys were traveling though this weekend.
Yeah, that's
this,
right.
This last
Yeah.
weekend. So why don't you tell us a little bit what was going on?
Oh, we went to L.A.
Yeah, had a
it
little
was
show out there.
My first time doing comedy in L.A. Yeah, we were booked on a show with
nice.
3 other Arizona comics, and it was like an Arizona takeover show out there.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Nice.
Nick
Pretty
Romero hooked it up with that. It was and Bubba McCombs set it up.
Okay.
It was a good show, man. It was fun to go out there. We each did 15-minute sets. Right after that, or before the show, we signed up for an open mic. So as soon as we were done with the show, we
Yeah, we
took
just
off to
bolted
go,
right
out.
to go get another 5 minutes at an open mic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a productive night.
Yeah, and then that was Sunday. I was there since Friday, so I hit open mics every night.
Okay, nice.
Usually the same one, just they have they have a different mic system out there.
Oh, really?
Because they're so much more saturated than we are.
Yeah.
You know, because we could have a mic here and only like 7 comics show up.
Yeah.
Where if any mic was like that in LA, in no time everybody would be
Really?
there. Yeah, because it's just a easy
Really?
opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to pay 5 minutes
Yeah,
or $5 for 5 minutes, but you get to you get to bypass all the waiting, all the
You do?
yeah, because everything's a lot of bucket style. So you
okay.
could be waiting 3.5 hours just to get up and do 3 minutes.
So if you pay You get to go up
Yeah,
front.
you just get to go up, and then you're only there for 45 minutes, and you move on. It's a pretty cool spot, the fourth wall. Out there, they had 2 locations and a
Really
truck.
intimate room.
A truck that you can do comedy out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We talked about that.
These guys are cleaning up, like not necessarily the truck, but like you know, because they start at like I think 4 or 6 p.m. and then go all the way till midnight.
Damn.
And so it's 45-minute blocks of comics. So it's just comics, but it's cool because everybody's in there attentive. Where here it's a little bit different vibe. People will talk and people are outside, but you have to be in the room. If you leave, you can't come back in. There's no disrupting the show. Like in the bathrooms behind the stage.
You gotta walk
Yeah,
up
so
into
you
the
have
stage.
to wait until the show's over. Like, you either go before the show or you hold it the whole time. But it's just 45-minute block. Boom, you're out of there. On to your next spot.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's different, yeah. That's definitely different.
And then Monday, this guy had to take off, but we went to the rest of us that were still there. And you guys know the Yardley Brothers, right?
Yeah, the Yardley Brothers? Yeah,
the
they
Yardley
make
Brothers.
movies?
They moved from Phoenix out there. Shout out to the Yardley Brothers for putting us up while we were there.
Let us hang out.
But yeah, they moved out to LA, and they just so they came and did a guest spot on the show we were on, which was cool. Yeah, and then we went, all of us except for this guy. Sorry. On Monday we went to the comedy store, the world famous comedy store, and we all put our names in the list for they have a potluck on Mondays and then Kill Tony. And I signed up out of like 150 comics and did not get a spot. But that's
One of our local guys, he has a gold ticket there, doesn't he, Tristan?
Yeah, Tristan, our
Tristan
boy,
Bowling.
baby boy, Tristan Bowling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he got a golden ticket on Kill Tony out here, so he gets to just go on anytime he shows up.
Really?
So yeah, that's why we knew staying an extra day was great because he was going to get to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what was cool. Yeah, so he got to go on Kill Tony. Check him out on Kill Tony. That was dope. Tristan Bowling. Look him up. And then
He's been on your show too, though.
Yeah, here.
oh yeah, he's been here on the Snoring Showcase. He's performed right where we're sitting.
Yeah.
And then the Yardley Brothers got on the potluck, which is super hard to do because it's only 16 people out of 150.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, for 3-minute sets.
Damn.
So it's like LA is a great city, but
Yeah.
you definitely got to fight
yeah.
for time.
You
Yeah.
can get time out here anywhere.
Yeah, you can get lots of time out here. It's a great Phoenix. It
Everything's
shows
spread out in LA too. It's
Yeah.
like 30 minutes
and
drive
the
to
traffic,
everywhere.
and then the
Yeah.
traffic. Yeah.
To get there on time, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it definitely showed me that Phoenix has a really great growing scene. There's a lot of stage time, a lot of mic time to get. Went through open mics and book shows. So
Nice.
yeah, it definitely was like it was cool to get a taste of it. But I'm definitely not ready
Yeah.
for that. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
always thinks like LA or New York is the final move.
Yeah, I
Really?
don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, not
That's
yet.
just-
Yeah, it costs so much out there.
Yeah,
I
just
see-
even live, huh?
Yeah,
I
know.
stayed at my brother's place, and he's paying like a couple $1,000 a month for a studio.
For a
And
studio.
I walk out his front door of his apartment complex, his apartment building, and there's just heroin needles all over the ground.
He tasted
Human
it. Tasted it.
fecal
So
matter.
Yeah.
you felt at home.
I know it was heroin. I know it was heroin. I tried every needle.
Yeah, you tried them all. You knew what was what.
The last one was iffy. but
Because I tried it. So Bubba McComb says, look at the drama. Oh,
drama?
shit.
Oh yeah, Bubba McCombs. What's
Yeah.
up, big
Drama?
dog? Yeah, he's saying not the drama, it's a kendama.
Dama, yeah.
Kendama.
Dama.
Yeah, Bubba.
That's what he said.
Yo, so the Yardley
My bad,
brothers
Bubba.
had 2 of those, and then Bubba had his. So it was just all of us just mad jamming on the kendama.
we did more kendama
okay.
than comedy
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. I pulled out my notes to write a joke, and I just kendamaed for like 3 hours. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So now, he got me hooked, and now I have a kendama.
Oh, okay.
And then Dustin tries to act like he doesn't like it, but he wants to try it whenever I'm talking.
It's not that I don't like it. I'll get sucked into it for hours.
but you
Accomplish nothing.
see him fooling around with it, and you're like, I want to play with it. You wanna-
Well, yeah, if someone else is fucking playing with it, then you want to play with it.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
And that's
What are
how
we talking
penises work.
Yeah. What are we talking about? I didn't know what was going on there.
You guys would derail this to that.
Yeah. Wow.
We're just having some perfect.
But bro, he just pulled the sidetrack, and your train just went.
Yeah. Dick talk.
Blow Your Mind Sweets.
Blow Your Mind Sweet. If you're on YouTube, if it comes on, you'll see behind us Blow Your Mind Sweets. It's a great sponsor that we have that supplies ice cream to all over the valley, and I think it even does California as well.
California, Washington, D.C., Arizona.
Yeah, so it's a whole...
So they do catering, but they're mainly known for their cheesecake-based ice cream.
Yeah.
And it is delicious.
It
We
is.
had
It
it
is.
on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Check it out.
The show that we had one of the founders on, Jacoby
Yep.
Country.
The ice cream's delicious.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's just
freaking good.
no way.
And they only do. I mean, like they don't do any like shipping or anything. Everything's local.
yeah, everything
Yeah,
is
it's
taken.
it's all legit, good product, locally grown.
So you guys just recently started this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Blazing the scene.
how has your exposure been to it? What is your plans? What's the end goal here?
Oh, too deep of a question.
Yeah.
We're
Pull it back.
yeah. Roll it back.
What's your month goal?
Warm us up a little bit.
What are your
That's
monthly?
we
What are
What
your
are you
monthly?
doing
What are
2
your
weeks?
monthly goals?
Hold on, let me go get the lube real quick.
Haven't even asked our names yet.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't really.
But here's a better question: how's the journey been so far?
No, it's been great. It's been fun. Yeah. At times, it's tough to squeeze it in, even at a 20.
Time always ends up being the
The
trouble.
problem.
Yeah.
It is. It really is. We know that.
It's not like we don't have the time, but it's like
We gotta
that
go
open
mics.
mic is right there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And so we'll be like, okay, we can do this.
Gotta kind of pull it between
Scheduling.
two things.
Yeah.
Just scheduling a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we know how that goes.
Yeah, it's like because we want to keep growing as comics, but we also want to be able to produce a quality podcast.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
so it's like we don't
Kind
ever
of like a grow with us sort of thing.
yeah, because sometimes we'll meet
That's
up.
the
and-
approach we took too.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes we'll meet up and we'll like plan on recording one, but then all we'll do is just continue to work on the structure of what we've been doing and try to figure it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then it just turns in. But so that's still very productive, even though we didn't produce.
You guys should
any content.
record when you do that.
Oh, we do.
And if it sounds like a good episode, you might put it up.
No.
No.
No. Do you guys record on a certain day, or is this like, it's just whenever?
We probably
It's-
should.
yeah, it's when we have time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's when we
Okay.
One
have
thing
time,
we've
yeah.
learned is consistency is key.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
and try
sure.
to-
We're
Exactly.
consistently
Try to
inconsistent.
designate-
Yeah.
Designate a day. Come up with the flow.
And that's why we haven't. Yeah, that's why we haven't recorded in 2
Yeah.
weeks. Consistency. That's why we haven't recorded in 2 weeks. Consistency,
Fucking
guys.
asshole.
Both of your guys' fault.
It was both our fault.
I was recording. Oh,
We had an excuse Vegas.
Well, we got real excited at first, and we pumped like 2 episodes out like our first week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then we realized, wow, it was a lot just for that little bit.
Yeah.
And so it's just I don't know. I feel like we just take the like no sweat approach.
Yeah.
Like we'll know in the back of our heads like we should probably get something out soon, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, we don't stress it. Like it's just it's a bonus outlet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
exactly.
yeah, I don't feel like it's ever been like a burden at all. Like, or something we feel forced to
It's
do.
like something we want to grow in,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
we're not gonna.
It's another avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Another
And
avenue.
it's good
to
though,
do
even
guys'
as another avenue, it's great. You
Yep.
guys doing your stand-ups and everything, and
Yep.
then have the podcast on the side as well too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's good.
Very true.
Yeah, and I heard you guys made it to the top 200 podcasts on
Thanks,
comedy
Mark.
podcasts.
Yeah.
on
We
iTunes.
did.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good job, Mark.
You know what that is structure.
Yeah, and not recording for 2 weeks.
Yeah, not
Things like
taking
that.
the breeze route.
Yeah,
Recording.
not recording
Not
for 2
recording
weeks.
for 2 weeks.
Just winging it.
Consistency.
All those things work out to be the top 200.
All your ducks in a row, and
Yeah.
Well, if you guys could do it, we got it.
Yeah, you guys got it covered. You guys got it covered.
You guys will make it in no time.
we need one more episode, Josh. One more episode.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, when we first broke it, it happened to be that comedy contest that we were judging. And I think just
was
having
it?
you guys on,
Yeah.
other local comedians,
Yeah, checking us out. I mean,
people
it's really
like just,
networking.
Yeah, it's essentially
Really
that's
is.
what it was. It was having other people view, like they wanted to see, okay, well, what are these guys doing coming up and things like that is what I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Who knows? Yeah, we
we
But
know.
We broke
or,
it.
or,
And we keep flirting with
We
it.
know.
our analytical guy has been calling out sick for a couple of weeks, so we don't know really where their numbers are.
Yeah.
But
Mark.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did I say that
But
out loud?
I think,
My bad.
I think
I thought I had my headphones on.
I think it's on a good path.
Yeah, man.
As, as my lies are.
I don't think any of you guys are analytical.
Yeah, I know. We don't have a guy either. So
Actually, his job is kind of like his real
That's
full-time
my real
job.
job.
Yeah, is to be
Analytical
analytical.
Hell yeah, let's
And
get
he's
it
the
started.
worst one out of all three of us.
no, we share the shitty. We share the shitty part of everything. That's for sure.
No, but you guys have a really great podcast. Yeah, you guys. This will be like my fourth time
Yeah.
doing something with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, now finally, now it's
Popped in
collaboration.
Now it's, yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty dope. A nice little full circle.
And you're not done yet, dude. we have big plans for you in the future.
And it has nothing to do with the podcast.
I need a full-size bed.
Fine, Albert can sleep at our feet.
Look at he's dreaming.
He's a little chihuahua at the end of the day.
Albert's kicking.
Albert's like the guy who's like guaranteed sitting the bitch spot. Like everybody just look around like Albert.
You're lucky.
you get the high
You're lucky
seat.
to be on the bed. I can't even fit on the bed because they're already having fun.
Yeah, you get the bump seat.
Yeah. I have to lay on the floor.
You can sleep in the pillowcase.
Fuck, guys. All right. That went a different direction.
You think it's gonna go that way?
I was, proud about I was being in the 200, and all I ended up with in the feet of somebody's bed.
Yeah, we gotta lift you up.
Yeah.
Bring you down.
All right, cool. That's
the
cool.
bim game.
That's cool.
Game, right?
And then, after the show, you can highlight your favorite moments in your head. And just cut out all of that stuff. Yeah.
So we had a nice 10-minute episode today.
Those guys are really swell.
You guys are swell.
So you guys don't cut your episodes at all, do you?
No.
Edit.
Only
Everything
if there's a
is-
technical difficulty.
Only.
Yeah. Only if my phone goddamn software updates.
Software updates.
No,
Samsung keeps insisting I do it. But
No.
I
We
say,
know we
say no.
we've had those problems.
change
Install
my
later.
background, will you?
That's part of the journey you guys will experience. Is like the bunch of things will happen out of your control.
Yeah.
There have been episodes where like I didn't hit the record button.
He says out of his control, but
Yeah.
fucking user error.
That sounds like
User error.
You look like the guy in control of that.
Yeah.
The computer shuts down on its own. That happens. My phone died once. It's a lot of things have happened in certain episodes. But the reason we do multiple
opens the
different
garage
avenues
opener
for
and
recording
leaves.
audio
Oh, yeah.
and have the video going
God.
is specifically
remember
so
that.
if something does happen, do you have a
No, that
backup
ain't what you saw.
so we can do our full episode as they're having a separate conversation.
Yeah, just
Fucking their own little world.
You can sell
This is a
on
pick
all
your own
tech,
adventure
but we got-
podcast.
Yes, it is. Pick your own adventure. Who do you want to pay attention to?
True. Yeah, you can sell us on all the tech, but we keep it low. But
yeah.
we were
we
up and
know.
running before you
We
guys.
know.
We
You guys
know.
have too
Your
much
stand
going on.
Right?
Yeah,
Too much.
I respect it though. But yeah, that looks like a headache.
With all this?
Yeah, you lost me at the third wire.
It's got like 90 more buttons than it needs.
Then what we need.
Hold on, let me make you
I
sound
mean-
like a little girl and say that.
I mean, your clothespin setup for the camera is. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, it is.
So it works.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, we're jealous of that idea.
Dollar
Basically a
store.
wire
Yeah,
hanger
exactly,
with
that's what I
rubber
mean.
around
I'm
it.
a
works.
little disappointed we didn't bring our whiteboard, though. Like,
Yeah.
you should have.
You guys have a whiteboard too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's our whiteboard
Ours-
/ background.
Nice.
It's
okay.
like just
It's an all
filler
for one.
space until we get some sponsors.
You guys will get them. You guys will get them.
Yeah,
Cool. It came with 3 markers. We got blue, black, and green.
Dry erase.
Very
Dry
Dry
true.
erase. Yeah. He's even got Windex at his place.
Oh,
Very cool.
high budget.
Yeah.
Is it really Windex or is it like Kroger brand glass cleaner?
I don't know. I probably took it from my parents' house
There
last
you
time
go.
I was there.
Oh,
Even better, free.
Yeah.
That's even cheaper.
Top quality,
Yeah.
low cost.
You guys scared away the only amigo.
I didn't know we were allowed to just get up and leave at any point.
Do you need to?
Yeah.
I was a little worried him jumping down so far from the seat.
Yeah. I almost had to catch him. Had to catch him.
Can we just talk about how it's adorable his laptop is his size?
It's his palm. It's his palm pilot.
When he went there, he was like, "No, I don't want a jumbo laptop. I want a regular laptop."
I don't know what to
Oh,
do.
yeah,
Oh,
distracted.
it's out. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
No, they're switching positions here at Casey Jones.
I think he's trying to buy us.
We're getting kicked out.
Yep, you're all
I'm good right now.
No, thank you.
Good, man.
Amazing,
I like your.
tequila and ginger.
amazing staff here at Casey
I like your
Jones.
wristbands.
Every time,
Worker?
great
He has a lot of
service.
wristbands.
Even in the
He's
podcast.
got a lot of
Hey,
affiliations.
it's all
I don't
good.
know.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta stop.
He looked like he was selling
Stop it,
something.
Stop it. I'm gonna go in a different direction.
I love how they
Be
like.
nice.
They're having
We
their
were
own
go-
side
we
Keep
were
having
conversation.
side conversations
Yeah, I know,
right
but,
in the
but it
microphone.
was not a good one. I know.
I
It
know,
was
yeah,
going bad. It was going
I already
bad.
know it was
That's why I said
whistle-worthy.
stop.
It was already whistle-worthy. I already
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Especially when Dustin's not saying anything and you're
No,
just talking.
he is.
and
He
I
was-
wasn't
he was
saying
building
anything.
me up. He was
I
building
was
me
just
up.
listening.
He was hitting the volleyball. I was gonna spike it, and I was like, "Stop, dude! Come on.
You can't do that. You
I'm gonna
can't.
say bad things."
Why was volleyball the first sport you went to?
Because I got
just
letters.
watched
I
Top
got
Gun.
letters in it. In high school. No, I did not. I don't look like a softball player. Or wait, what are you talking about? Volleyball. I didn't play
look more like a
volleyball.
softball player than a volleyball player.
That's how I got all the chicks.
Yeah, men's league.
Gilbert softball.
Assistant coach.
So to put the train back on the track.
shit.
There we go.
Oh, we waited. That was like we
yeah,
waited. It was like we waited.
I'm here to join you.
Just so you know, we talk shit about you.
I didn't see you up
So what's
there.
new?
We were amazed how
You didn't watch
easily
him
you got
climb the
down.
ladder to get back up on the seat?
How many phone books did it take for you to get back up?
Same with you. Yeah. Ha ha
Assholes.
ha. Fuckers.
Oh, a short joke, huh?
Original.
Original. Very original.
Yeah.
Talking about comedy. So that's essentially why you guys started your podcast, right?
Oh, you guys are comedians?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's not like once.
Yeah.
Once I was at a party,
Once-
people told me I
once
was
time.
funny. So,
I ran with it.
yeah, and so, and then I told people I was a comedian next day. No joke.
Very nice. That's
how we all
how it
start.
works.
Yeah, yeah. And then, I did your podcast.
That's how you get it. You have
Yeah.
someone else to tell you you're funny.
I am a comedian.
We're as much comedians as we are podcasters.
We, I don't know, we kind of saw that there was, like, a gap between, I mean, like, now there's, like, a lot of tips, like, Gary Goldman puts out tips daily, you know, but as far as being a new comic, there's no, it's hard for the advice to make sense as a new comic.
Like you're hearing
Right,
advice
'cause-
for new comics
yeah,
from
because-
20-year comics.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
because they're gonna
That's
tell
true.
you the same stuff that we would say essentially, but like we'll tell you our experience with it because like it is a lot of writing, you know, and it's hard to tell somebody to write a lot,
Yeah.
you know, because nobody knows what you mean by it.
Yeah.
You know, like what do you mean write?
Yeah.
You know, they don't know. Like that's a very vague. It's a lot of vague answers, but they all make sense once you've been doing it long enough.
Right.
Right, so it's like that's so it's like he's about 6 months behind me, And so I was like, what if we just did advice for new comics from new comics?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
You
That's
know,
good.
and it's
Yeah, like kind of like going like growing with them almost. Like,
exactly.
kinda like-
Yeah. And so like,
Journey
you know,
through the
we're
opening steps.
by no means are we experts.
Yeah.
It's our opinion. Yeah, this is just our opinion from
Yeah.
what we've seen and experienced.
Which is good.
while
People
doing
need that.
comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
And
It's
then,
all firsthand.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all just firsthand. It's not so like, yeah. I mean, hopefully, you know, people gain something from it. You know, but it's just our own personal experience and what we see. And
Like we'll shoot our podcast right after coming back from open mics.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
You know,
cool.
so we're fresh from it, or we're shooting it on our way to an open
Yeah.
mic. You know, like shoot it and then take off right away
Yeah.
and go get on the list. You know, so yeah, we're very active. We're out every night doing comedy.
Yeah.
So that's where I
grinding
feel
it
like
out.
that we have a valid opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
You
we're
definitely
not
have a
yeah.
good voice for the local
Yeah.
comedy
For the new
scene.
comics. Definitely.
You are mom.
Sure, you two
Let's
don't want us
let's
to next
ask
week,
him.
Yeah,
let's
let's
ask him a
just
few
switch
questions. What?
Nothing. Sorry. He set me up again. He set me up again.
I know. Let's ask them a couple questions with them starting their comedian,
have
their
any questions.
comedy.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You lead with it because I wasn't.
We talked about it beforehand, like before.
You have questions?
Yeah.
I love how you two just pushed it right there. He was so fucking
Go ahead.
unready.
Yeah, you was not.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
What
We're
do you
waiting.
guys do? What do you guys do to prepare for, let's say, an open mic or even just a show in general?
Right,
That
right,
Write it down.
right.
Right.
Write out a set list.
Right out of set list.
Make
yeah.
sure you know everything on the set list.
Doodle.
Notes. No,
Do you
not
guys?
really. I'm not a doodle
Do you
guy.
guys? Do you guys practice the jokes on each other?
Oh.
No, not on each other, but I'm saying like say it to each
I
other.
will.
say,
We'll
run
what do you
bits
think?
by each other.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like
Run a
if
bit by
I
each
think
other.
of something during the day, I'll text it to him, and then he'll give me feedback or add or take from it,
Yeah.
and send me something back, and then vice versa.
Yeah, we both have like a few jokes we help each other
and,
punch out.
and it's also cool because like sometimes like I take my notes with me everywhere, but sometimes my phone's right there, my notes are
Yeah.
in my car. So then, like, I'm sending it to him. It's me saving my
Yeah,
notes.
saving
and I
your
get
note-
to
yeah.
get help at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
Yeah, because we're both comics, but we have very different
No,
material.
jokes
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
coincide with
comics-
each other at all.
I don't know. I don't feel like comedy is a competition. Like,
Yeah.
it's really not because
It's just you up
Which
there.
is good for the local scene here because normally I've heard that it's very like competitive and like
In
obviously
California?
some people feel that
Yeah.
way, but I mean, like, there's so
shouldn't
much
be.
into
There
it.
shouldn't. It
that-
should be-
No, it
you
shouldn't.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you're
learn
right.
to let stuff go too,
Yeah.
because like of course politics has a
Right.
a place to play. Like, yes, if the people we're friends, they're gonna get favoritism. This is how life is. You know, get over it. You
That's
know,
in
people-
everything, though.
And
Yeah,
you
it
want,
is,
you know,
it is.
if you expect everything to be fair, you gotta
Yeah.
grow up.
Yep.
You know, it's like. So there's some times where you gotta, you know, take one on the chin and then just walk away. You know, but it's.
Right.
It eventually somebody else is going to feel that way because of something that happened for you. So
Yeah.
it's not like a karma thing. It's not like a full circle. It's just like if somebody is willing to reach out for you, you're fortunate to have somebody that wants to do that. You know, so
Yeah.
oh well, it's going to happen.
So I have Bobby saying,
Bobby
"Hey,
Johnson.
what's up, Bobby?"
What's
up, Bobby?
OG. Nice.
Bobby
I was on a
Johnson.
show last night.
And then I
Bobby
have
Johnson.
David Chafee. Good day, mates. He said, "Which of your jokes that you still like bombed the worst?"
Oh, that's a good
That's
question.
a good question.
Which of the
Thanks.
jokes that we still like?
Thanks, David.
Man Brain Podcast.
That's who David is.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Let's see. You got one loaded?
I have a joke
That you like to do still that has bombed really bad.
The worst. Yeah.
I got one abortion joke that it
All
works
right.
good with comics.
But now with the norms.
I think
I've
now,
tried it at a
Which
regular
is not
crowd.
a
now's the time to do an abortion joke. Right now, yes.
with,
Especially
with it being outlawed and shit lately, with all that, yeah.
It's in this limelight.
Yeah, I've definitely not done it in like a few weeks because of everything in the news. Probably not the best time.
Actually, it's topical, so maybe you should bring it back. See what
I don't
happens.
know, man.
Just bring it back and see what
How
happens.
about we try to do it in front of a bunch of kids?
Let's do it.
He already did. He already did. His first heckler was a kid.
Yeah, my first heckler was a kid.
How old?
I don't know, like 7 or 8.
What the hell?
Yeah,
It was at a swimming pool.
He ran
What were you
Dustin's
doing, a party?
The story gets worse the more you
Really?
guys.
Yeah, he
Oh,
ran Dustin's
damn. What about you, Josh?
You know, I have a slave
Josh, I don't
joke.
know. I've never had any bad jokes.
Oh no,
since-
bullshit, man! I'm
Dude,
used
we
to
have
it, yeah.
variety between our sets.
Yeah.
I talk about abortion. He talks about slavery.
I start from a pit of bombing and try to make the joke funny from there.
Okay.
But I keep trying to come up with a slavery joke that hits well in the audience that everybody won't let white guilt affect them. Like that.
Did I
You
flip
see his
the-
eyebrows raised? Yeah. That white guilt.
Slavery, you say.
A nervous
Oh
look?
no.
What happened?
But,
What happened?
yeah. But
Was it the concerned eyebrows? Is that what you mean?
so I'm on the second version of the joke because I won't let it go. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out because I won't let. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing it till I make it funny. But it is hard. But I keep it'll bomb on me. Sometimes it'll do well and then it'll bomb. But I've kind of taken a breather on it. But it's like the one that's like haunting me right now. Like I'm gonna figure.
But you want to figure it out to make it better.
Oh yeah.
There's something there, but you just have to work at it. Yeah.
You would think being in Arizona that would be like a home run, basically, a hit out of the ballpark.
Even because it's
You would-
more.
That's something a racist would think.
Yeah. like a Republican
Spoken like
kind of
somebody
state, is that
from
what
the
you mean?
East Valley.
Yeah.
He's like, I know my family would love it.
We would
These
love it.
are the East Valley Mexicans.
Yeah.
Of course you feel that way.
And as he's scooting away,
Okay, cool. That
were
was
there
good.
any other questions that came
No,
up?
that was it.
You guys
Yeah.
have any other
That was
questions?
that was a solid
Oh,
question.
wait,
Yeah.
do you have questions?
Do you have
Did I
questions
show up?
that I
Yes.
don't have to whistle at?
No, none. That's later.
The fact that your pad is empty is
Yeah.
nerve. Like
No,
I'm
there's
like,
more.
don't
I've had a
have
pen
questions.
there.
There's more.
He's hiding. He's
hiding
hiding.
them. I turn it
Yeah,
over.
He's
It
hiding
gets,
the
it gets
mess
bad
up
later.
He's got his grocery list on the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right. What's the next
Why don't
topic, guys?
why don't we conclude on a comedy lesson from your podcast? Something you guys would end the episode with, or something like that.
Well, we'd end the episode with where we're at next week, but
Do that. Yeah,
We
plug
will
yourself.
yeah,
Or we do that later.
Yeah.
no, because my phone's over there and I don't know my schedule. Yeah, I'm
Remember your
recording.
schedule. That's a good tip.
That's a
Text
good tip.
it to me after, and I can put it all in the
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What would be? We got Sean. What's a good topic?
Good topic.
Yeah, like something you'd want to know. Mr. Sean Lyons over there in the back.
Yeah.
Everybody.
The audience.
Came out to support,
Audience
yeah.
shout out.
Question. How'd you get over your stage fright?
Ooh, that's
There
a
we
good one.
go.
That's a good one.
Just repetition.
Don't be so vague.
I was gonna-
Repetition.
I was thinking.
Repetition. Get out the door. Go get it. Go after it.
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
gonna be plant-based medicine.
Where did the nerve come to get on stage the first time?
Honestly, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
the
good
first time
question.
I got on, I thought like I didn't even eat lunch or
Which-
dinner or anything because I thought I'd puke.
Yeah.
I did.
Which Chuck E.
Really?
Cheese?
Thought I would pass out
It
or
was,
something.
it was Grand Ave.
Oh,
Pizza
yeah, the
Company,
pizza
Oh, yeah, you did
Yeah,
mention
Oh,
that.
I
for
run
some
the
pizza.
mic
I
now.
know.
Yeah, it's tonight at 6 o'clock.
Nice.
Good
Listen
shout out.
at 6. Mike at 7. But yeah, when I first started, probably the biggest thing I realized is like you get that your heart's beating.
Yeah, the
but then
adrenaline.
like so you have the adrenaline pumping because you're excited to go on stage.
Right.
But mentally, you keep letting fear get in the way. And so I would combine the thought of fear, and my heart beating with being scared. But it wasn't. It was two separate things. And once I started to separate those two,
Yeah.
I started to realize that it was just the excitement of going on stage. And then after that, you get to repetitions.
Yeah, just do what he
Okay.
said. Just control your things.
Yeah, add what we said,
Use the force.
but give
Yeah.
him a little more credit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just found it going up over and over. Like
Yeah.
the more when I started, the first couple weeks, I'd only went up once a week. And I was
right.
nervous
So
as hell
you would
both
keep
times.
going. You would keep going, and then you would feel like you'd keep showing up, but you wouldn't. Not every time you felt the drive to go up there.
No,
Or
like
you-
when I
like-
started, I would feel the nerves like from the minute I woke up
Yeah.
in the morning. I was like, I'm going to an
'Cause you
open
know,
mic tonight. I'm super nervous. But then as I went on, I wouldn't start feeling it till like an hour before the mic, and then it was like 3 or 4 comics before my set I would start getting it. Then it's just right before my set.
It's a pullback.
Yeah.
It's a gradual pullback.
Yeah.
The more you put yourself into it, those nerves start to
Do
go
you
away.
still have it now?
I get it
It's, like,
occasionally,
different now.
but yeah, it's
Sometimes
like,
you do, sometimes you don't.
like
For
it's
both of
like bigger venues.
It starts getting like,
open mic, definitely no. Or like
No.
I'll get like the excitement though, like if like somebody said something and I'm like, oh, I got
Yeah.
a good tag on that, or I got something I can add, and then I get excited. But yeah, nerves is more like contests, which I don't care for them, but I still like you got to do them.
You gotta do
Yeah.
it.
You got to
Yeah,
do
Get
them.
your name out there.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, just big shows.
Yeah.
Big shows sometimes. But then now it's so much excitement.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
excitement than nerves.
Than nerves.
Yeah, I don't
Good.
really. Yeah, I think it's just. I don't even think it's nerves at all. It's just heavy adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just have that heavy adrenaline.
Now I've
then
noticed-
you get on stage, and you
Yeah.
start. The first word comes out, and you don't think about it anymore. It's just you and the stage.
And how long do you think that it took both of you to get over the fact of being nervous?
I don't know. I didn't put a timestamp on it.
You don't remember?
No.
I still
it was
get
just,
nervous.
You still do?
occasionally.
It was just like a when I realized that the mental fear and the adrenaline
Yeah.
beating was
Once
two
that
separate
clicked in and
things.
you-
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, once I separate that, the fear's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
It's
the
adrenaline.
adrenaline takes over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's some advice that you could give a new comic then to say like, okay, this is kind of what I did, or an advice
Excuse me.
to get over that fear, that
Just
whole
go on and do it, I guess.
I mean, there's so many steps. Like, first of all, having material that
Yeah.
works is a good confidence builder.
Yeah,
you
once
know?
you get, that's how I feel like I got over it. Once
Yeah.
I got my first 5 that I could work with, and story just became automatic. I was able to just get through it.
Yeah.
I wasn't so worried about remembering the lines because I've done them a bunch of times. And then from
Okay.
there, just pick pieces out of there if I want to try new stuff. So I'm
Okay,
not
cool.
always just going all new every time I go up.
Very cool.
Have you ever done like an all new set?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Obviously your first time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I
never-
get the most nerves.
I've
is when
never
I'm trying
had-
a bunch
Yeah.
of new stuff.
I've never done an all new set that was successful all the way through.
Oh,
never,
no.
never, never. Occasionally, if you like squeeze in one new joke,
Yeah.
you can get some laughs out of that and still have a successful set. But like sometimes you're just like, I just wrote all this. Let me see what gets laughs, what doesn't, what has legs, what needs to be reworked. You know.
Do you measure the success on how the room is? I'm guessing. Is that how it would be? Like everyone's laughing and
Yeah.
yeah, that's how you would say like, all right, so I did. This was a good set.
Yeah.
Everyone was fucking having
I
a good
mean,
time.
It depends.
Yeah,
If there's 3
like
people
there's
in the
several.
room.
There's a lot of factors. Like if
Yeah.
they're laughing when they're supposed to be laughing.
Yeah.
You know, like because you might
You got the
might
pause
be getting
for
big
effect
laughs,
or
but
whatever
they
on
might
something,
some of the
yeah.
small stuff might be missing them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's always a factor too. You can gauge off of how the other comics have been doing, like because some audiences just aren't giving.
Yeah.
You know, some people
No,
are out
yeah.
watching comedy, but they don't want to be out
Yeah, or
watching
they're just
comedy.
there. They're not really there
Yeah, they're
for
just a
it.
grumpy person in
Yeah,
general,
yeah.
or a
I
dissatisfied
can see
person in
that.
general. Yeah. You know, or maybe you're just not their style comedy. Some
Yeah,
people
that's
have,
true.
like, they
Yeah.
love comedy, but they have, like, that, they're Jeff Foxworthy fans.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so, like, if you're not Jeff Foxworthy,
You're not smarter than a fifth
you're not
grader.
yeah.
You're out of luck, yo.
Well, with our normal episodes, we like to wind everything down with trash talk. We forgot to bring the trash can today, but Scott does
But we
have a
still
couple
brought the
questions
trash.
ready
I
for
mean,
us
the
to
trash can.
answer. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna randomly just shoot them out, and then everyone answers them. No picking. So, if you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be? Mark, go.
That wasn't the one
I know.
said to
That's
do.
what threw you off. Go.
Go.
Boom.
If I could lock anybody in a mental institution, and it would be Scott right now. Put me on the spot.
Bingo.
I don't know if I would. I
All
don't
right,
think
Albert.
Albert, go.
No. Mental institute? I don't think I've locked anybody that I know of. anybody in the fucking mental industry.
That was a great answer to a
Yeah,
great
that
That was
question.
a horrible question.
Yeah, no mulligan. Go.
So not even your twin.
Okay, Mark.
Oh, yeah, see your twin.
Oh, yeah, my twin. Okay, there you go.
Robert.
Yep.
It's crazy. Oh, is it on me?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's your question.
I didn't think about the answer. It's got to be something family related.
It's not that he can't figure out.
It's just who.
Which one?
How to narrow down so
Which
many.
one? Shit, I don't know.
That's why you picked that
Come on,
question.
no mulligan.
No.
Can I pass for now?
No.
You're going to pass on the question you
No,
recommended?
no.
Yeah, shit.
No,
That's
it's
a great
You
question.
treat this question like a pro.
Everyone
You
will have
wrote
an
it.
answer.
You wrote it.
I know what. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. I don't know anybody that's kind of crazy at this point. Like,
All right, Dusty, you go.
go and then I'll come back. Do you have somebody? I'll come back.
I mean, you right now.
Me? I'm crazy.
Crazy for asking
Gonna
that
suggest a
question.
question you don't have an answer to. Man, I don't know. The Game of Thrones writers.
Oh my god, that was good.
Yeah.
Good one.
Think of a better one now.
You can't.
No, I would go with Game of Thrones writers too. Like that's,
Cheater.
at least the last season.
Piggybacker.
everyone's
At least the
stealing
last
it.
season.
I didn't know it was a group vote.
Right? Yeah. Oh, you want to change your...
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I got somebody, but it might get me in trouble. But go ahead.
Probably like that homeless lady that's always outside of Third Space downtown with the,
That's a good one.
yeah, always yelling at everyone. She needs
She
to be
deserved
out of-
it.
She needs to be out of the sun.
Somebody tells me she's been there already.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, for sure.
So what she's saying is she needs like a bed and a meal.
It's
Oh, yeah.
essentially.
it's
So you wanna
probably-
save-
It's
you
probably
wanna
like
save
the most
homelessness.
legitimate answer out of all your guys. So yeah, I'll probably see her tonight down at Grand Ave. Open
Nice.
mic 7 p.m. List out of 6.
Nice. I guess I'll piggyback a little bit off of yours. I guess the crazy person in my life, or earlier in my life, this guy used to come into the place I used to work, and he would.
Where'd you
Neighbor
work?
Jeff.
No, not you. What? What'd you say?
Neighbor Jeff.
No, not neighbor Jeff.
Where'd you work?
It was a donut shop
Oh, nice.
Krispy Kreme.
I believe it.
back in the day.
That makes sense.
Yes. And this guy, we used to call him Smooth. We didn't know his name. He would come in. We called him Smooth because that was one of the coffees that we had. It was smooth, bold, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's
Stop
different
describing it,
blends of coffees, but we called him Smooth. I don't know why. But he came in,
Are there people commenting?
and he would come in and take showers in the bathroom. You know, like homeless
Yeah.
dude showers.
Yeah,
and he would.
yeah, bathroom showers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've all been there. And he's done it up, and he would smell the place up, and he'd always get coffee. That's why we called him, because he would get a coffee and go. That guy was kind of crazy, because he would try to, like, stab people sometimes, and he's kind of crazy. So he should go if he's still alive. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. Either way, he
You
should
haven't
go.
been keeping. You haven't
Oh,
been
keep
keeping
tabs on him.
You don't keep
I didn't,
tabs
I
on
didn't
Smooth.
tag him. Like,
been
he's
thinking
not,
about this
he's
guy
not in
for
the
10
wild.
years.
Yeah, well, he brought up the homeless guy, so a homeless person.
He's
So
like,
I thought of
that
that.
was the last time I saw him.
That was my
So
last
that was
crazy
10 years
person that I
ago.
would
I've been
commit.
a Gilbert ever since.
Yeah,
So you never
Our
tagged him,
HOA
so you
I
doesn't
didn't,
allow
tag him,
that.
I didn't tag him and bag him to keep tabs on him.
Dude, come on. You gotta at least tag him.
Well, okay, so a couple years ago, I think I did see him walking down the road. But
He probably
I don't
needs
know
you
who it
right
was.
now,
He
Scott.
probably does.
Yeah, he probably needs
Go
you.
look him out.
Yeah.
See if he's still in the Tempe area.
Probably needs
Scott is here, Smooth. Come find him. Come on, Smooth.
Smooth coffee guy.
I don't know his name, just know
Hey,
him by his
Smooth.
order.
Hey,
What's the
Smooth.
next?
What's the next
trash
one?
talk?
Shit, next one.
Are there any comments on the thing?
No, there's comments, just,
Or don't read them off. That's fine. You know, we don't.
Appreciate it.
yeah, there's comments.
There's
Okay,
comments.
then let's
Do we have
hear.
likes too?
Probably like
Well, you said read them up? Don't read them off.
Yeah, read them off.
You said don't. I said, so Nick said, hey,
I was being
players.
sarcastic.
I said, hey, Nick. Darrell Hearn said, whoa.
Whoa.
Kenneth,
Oh, nice.
Kenneth
Love Darrell
Hanzuk,
Hearns.
I'm in. Darrell Hearn said, so my two
I don't know what that means.
coke dealers.
Oh,
5 minutes is tough, but don't drink prior for me. Nick Knight said, do it, Darrell Hearns. Bobby Johnson, Kenneth Hanzak said, Bobby Johnson, let me in.
So they're all
Was
just
it?
networking through our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Darrell, we were told beforehand, Darrell, that we can't bring that up.
Yeah, to not read it. All right, the next one is, what is the craziest thing you've ever done in a hotel room? Which goes good with you guys all in Vegas.
I just said my. I know. I just said mine.
Albert's is like, I went to bed at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
What was the question? Wait, what was the question?
What is the craziest thing you've ever done in a hotel room?
Yeah, go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to sleep.
Yeah, that's probably that's for me.
Is it
Go to bed
you?
early, yeah.
Craziest thing I've ever done was throw Egg McMuffins out of the window.
Really?
That sounds
people.
wasteful, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
I threw them at people.
Fucking,
Oh, wow.
That's a white person thing.
Why
Why are we throwing Egg McMuffins out of the window?
Because I ate a whole bunch of them and then started.
How
It was a
many
weird
Egg
night.
McMuffins did you get?
30.
30?
Vegas.
Jesus.
Vegas. Not all for me, for everybody in the room.
That's how you party in Vegas? You buy
Egg
food
McMuffins.
and throw it out windows.
At people.
Eating 30,
At people.
Eating 30 breakfast sandwiches off of Albert while he's sleeping.
Good old G-rated fun.
Vegas. Tied it up in a bow.
All right.
Just go.
I don't know if I could even talk though. It's all illegal stuff.
That's fine. You're safe.
It's all illegal and
Statute of
incriminating.
limitations, what, 7, 8 years? Has it been 8 years?
Doubtful.
Now with what it is,
Doubtful,
15
yeah.
years for him?
Let's just say I made a drug dealer very happy.
In a hotel room?
I paid a drug dealer's
Wow.
rent.
How many hand jobs did you do?
Yeah, I totally thought he blew a drug dealer.
I know.
Me too. That's what I thought.
Was there money exchange or was it?
I just made a
there.
drug dealer very
Yeah.
I'm sorry it wasn't as exciting as throwing Egg McMuffins out a window.
Hey, don't get mad at me for you
You
blowing
guys
a
have
dude.
some lit-ass Vegas trips.
Mine was baby steps compared to your.
Remind me to come party with you
Breaking
guys.
news
Yeah.
here on 2.5 Amigos. Dustin blew a dude.
Yeah, blew a dude in a hotel room
Made his day.
instead of throwing Egg McMuffins. See, you should have hung out with me. You'd have been not
What
full.
about you, Josh?
Dustin blew a dude for Egg McMuffins.
See, that's how things get twisted.
You guys are going to
very
get
quick.
some weird sound effects out of this. All right, go, Josh. It's your turn.
Yeah, your turn. Your turn to blow a dude. Go ahead, go.
I wish you didn't say it that way.
You kind of say it back.
I said it really bad.
You did.
I want just that audio clip over and over as my ringtone. I made a drug dealer happy.
What he calls.
Let's see. Some along the lines of Dustin's, but probably yeah. Vegas.
It stays there. It stays there.
No, but paraphernalia, and then I've been hit in the head by a bottle in a hotel room.
Oh.
It did not break.
They are a lot stronger than they are in the movies, obviously.
Well, fortunately, the blow wasn't hard enough to break it.
They don't use actual bottles in the movies. They aren't just giving actors
those
concussions
are made out
over
of
and over.
sugar. Those are made out of sugar.
Very good. That's love. Mark? Oh, look at Mark's got a story.
No, I found a vibrator in the hallway.
Oh, that's true.
Why do all of your
That was
stories
the
involve
craziest
finding vibrators?
Yeah, that was.
One time in a hotel room, I put a vibrator to my head.
It tickled my teeth.
I had a toothache, and I didn't know what it was. I got a rash on my cheek, but my tooth felt better.
We were all out of Egg
We brought it
McMuffins.
home with us.
No, the craziest thing that ever happened in a hotel room is Dustin gave me a blowjob for drunk.
You're such a sweetheart. You're such a giver.
And I give him egg
You said you'd never
McMuffin.
tell anyone.
And I give him egg McMuffin.
You're so nice, Dustin.
I made a drug dealer
What can I
happy.
say?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm here to make people happy. That was a good backpedal out of what you actually were going to
That
say.
was a really good callback.
But no real crazy
For some
stories.
egg
Did
McMuffin.
write down comedian.
What?
You just gotta call yourself a comedian. Next thing you know, roasting.
A comedian. Is
think you owe
is this
one.
your fucking vision board over there? You writing your vision board?
Craziest thing I did in a hotel room is I am a comedian.
Nice.
Oh,
5-minute stand-up.
Thanks
Yeah,
to
it's gonna
Dustin.
steal Bobby's line. Just take one.
Well, he said I'm not.
Oh, he says he's not a comedian.
Yeah. No,
That's one word difference.
Man.
It's very creative of you. And
it's almost like two coke dealers,
Yeah.
right?
And we already talked to Bobby. We're changing it to I don't comedian.
I don't
Comedian.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think Albert didn't answer the question.
I did. I was the first one.
No, you
It
weren't.
was. I don't know what that was, but that was something.
I don't know. You guys
It
are
was
Big
a
Macs.
3.
Big Macs.
All right. Well, let's wind it down.
One more time, huh?
Yeah. One more time. No,
Well, him and Dustin been locking eyes for a while, so they gotta hurry up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm looking
you
for
got,
that
man?
second blood.
I know, that's why. That's why he's locking eyes. Trying to wrap it up.
We don't gotta
This
wrap
time.
it up.
That's what we don't gotta wrap it up. This time.
I know your phone's right there, but do you have any shows other than
Oh, yeah,
you got
that
the
you know
Grand
about?
you've dropped a few times? Any other thing? Anything that come up for you?
There is the Sonoran Showcase here, so June 20th, and
Casey Jones.
yeah, here at Casey Jones in North Phoenix. That
for
show
having us,
starts at
Casey
8
Jones.
p.m. It is completely free to the
I can
public.
fix your speaker.
Come through, show support for local comedy. Yeah, I totally should have looked at it. I don't know any of the
Okay.
shows, and if I'm on your show, I apologize that I'm not shouting it
Dustin,
out.
what you got going on?
I'll be at Aguila's Hideaway June 8th.
What is that?
Aguila's? I don't know.
How do you say it?
Aguila?
Aguila?
Yeah.
Aguila?
But can you say it in English?
Aguila?
Iguana? Is it Iguana? Is it
Aguila?
Iguana?
Aguila's Hideaway?
Oh, I gotta
Maybe
see
it's
it.
Iguana Highway? I don't know.
Is Aguila?
I made it
Is
up, I
an
don't know.
eagle?
Aguilera's Hideaway?
No.
Aguila?
Yeah, I'll be at Aguila's
Are
Hideaway.
you looking it up?
Christina
Next
Aguilera.
Saturday.
I know.
Be a fun show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Down
All
in
right, I'm
Avondale.
gonna be
I'm
at
gonna be wherever Mark tells us to be.
Scott's house.
Yeah, probably. Our next thingy. We don't really have anything going
All
on.
right, cool.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
You can catch me at the Sonoran Showcase.
Yeah, you can see
Damn, he
throwing
just,
egg McMuffins.
Just fucking knife dive
he
right
just
in.
stole a guest spot.
He wrote down, "I am a comedian."
Yeah, so
Right there. I
That's-
put it
that's
right
what
Tell
you
him
need to
he's
do.
not. He wrote it down.
It's his vision board.
For the 2.5 Amigos, you can always check us out at 2.5amigos.com. Know that we are part of the Drama City Productions podcast network, along with Blazing the Scene in the Twitter group. We also, new announcement as of yesterday, we are a part of the No Please Don't podcast network.
Sounds.
Rapey.
Yes.
So,
That sounds like. I mean, at least it's a movement, though. It sounds like.
don't forget, Blow Your Mind Sweets.
Yeah.
Best ice cream here in the Valley. They're
Yes.
also located in Washington, D.C.
California.
and Texas, California. Not Texas, California. So thank you all for tuning into this.
Texas.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't even know where our sponsors are
showed
at.
up.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow 2.5
It's Robert.
Amigos podcast. Follow Blazing the Scene podcast.
Yeah.
You guys should throw out your social media handles, or your wife's not letting you guys have friends?
What is that?
You can find me
Mark
at
Walton.
Joshua_H comedy.
You can find me at Dustin Cade on everything.
And I'm Scott.
And my name is Alberto.
Albert.
I am Alberto.
I totally went over your guys' head, but it was
You can
cute.
find Scott on
It
him and
was
his
so
wife's
cute.
dual
Amigos PC. Blow Your Mind Sweets.
Blow Your Mind Sweet. If you're on YouTube, if it comes on, you'll see behind us Blow Your Mind Sweets. It's a great sponsor that we have that supplies ice cream to all over the valley, and I think it even does California as well. or-
California, Washington, D.C., Arizona.
Yeah, so it's a whole.
So they do catering, but they're mainly known for their cheesecake-based ice cream.
Yeah.
And it is delicious.
Delicious. It
We
is.
had
It
it
is.
on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Check it out.
The show that we had one of the founders on, Jacoby
Yep.
Country.
The ice cream's delicious.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's just
freaking good.
no way.
And they only do. I mean, like they don't do any like shipping or anything. Everything's local.
yeah, everything
Yeah,
is
it's
taken.
it's all legit, good product, locally grown.
So we've all done Hydrate before, correct?
Yes.
When we did Hydrate, it was a it was a good experience.
Like a
I think.
revitalizing
Yeah.
experience. It was it's like a revitalizing for for after a workout, for after you have a hangover, which was Mark's case.
Well, I didn't, and that's the thing. Like with hydrate, like I didn't have a hangover. Like
afterwards, yeah.
We did hydrate, and everything that went through it. Just the next day, I woke up as if I didn't drink at all the previous night before.
And they have different levels of of the hydrate. It doesn't always have to be for
pre-workout, post-workout. It works.
Yep, definitely.
What did you feel, Scott, when we did it?
It was a good experience. It made me feel very able to work out the next day, and it made me feel
energized.
Energized. Yeah, it was the whole. You could tell like it had.
It gave you a little.
The electrolytes is that boost. You know what I mean? It kind of gave you that energy to get through your.
It gave you a little
workout,
oomph,
right? Like
right? It gave you that
your bump the next day.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
Okay.
I liked it.
You definitely want to check out Arizona Hydrate.com. And go onto their website, right?
Yeah.
They also have an app for Android and Apple, so make sure you check that out. If you use Amigos 10 with a capital A, they will give you 10% off of any of the packages that they have.
Cool.
Check it out.
Cool.
It's definitely a good pre-party, post-party, pre-workout, post-workout. Yes, it definitely does what they sell. Like it's a great experience.
Try it out.
Sea Giant. So you want to go to that concert. You want to go to the big game. You want to go check out a soccer event.
Orchestra.
Yeah, anything.
Anything that involves a seat ticket, right?
Ooh, the Book of Mormon. Great show. Love it. Been there. Recommend it to anybody. Use Sea Giant. Get your tickets.
Yeah. Essentially, it's a Ticketmaster alternative.
It is.
If you end up using Amigos PC, then you get 3% off of the purchase. Yeah, the whole purchase of the product. So utilize that. It is a great alternative to Ticketmaster. The tickets are discounted. I mean,
everything's priced in your favor, and just to get the additional the money off is a win-win.
Yeah, exactly.
So like next concert that comes in town, I'm going to use it honestly. So and it seems like it's something that's going to be worthwhile for anybody.
Yep.
Exactly.
Check them out.
We buy houses fast.
What does that mean?
Cash Now Homes AZ.
Howard, explain that. What does that mean?
So basically is, if you're looking to sell and you don't want to deal with people coming into your house, realtor fees, all that stuff that comes along with selling your home, give us a call, Cash Now Homes. They'll buy your house cash, close on the date that you want. You don't have to make any repairs or anything. They buy it as is.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
CashNowHomes.com, and we're on Facebook. We're everywhere.
No realtor fees. No tedious repairs that are needed.
Yep.
Fast closings.
Fast
right?
closing
Yes.
or closing on the day that you want.
So that's CashNowHomesAZ.com.